Joseph with American Trademasters here. Today we're going to install a doggy door, and usually it's pretty much a no-brainer, but we got to go through some brick today, so I wanted to show you a few tricks of the trade today. This is the doggy door we're using. It's an extra large doggy door. When you're going through a wall, you have to be careful not to get too wide, or you have to go between your studs. So make sure that the Supreme large will not work. The extra large works perfect for this. And we already made the cuts on the inside, and I want to show you a few tips. Okay, first of all, when you're making your indoor and outdoor cuts, you have to have some reference points. I used the end of the wall on the inside. I measured the thickness of the wall, and then I mapped out where my studs were in the wall. And then to find my height hole, I used measure points from the window and then leveled over, and I got my points, and I did hit it real good. On this, it has a template, and if you're going through brick like this, what you want to try to do is you want to try to get your template where it's going through both mortar joints, and that did work out perfectly there. What I did was went on the inside, I punched one hole with the masonry bit, and then I took my level here, or my square, and I leveled it off with a small level and a square to get my hole, because I just felt like it was too hard to try to paste this up here. So, and then I obviously double checked it with that. Now you can see I've already gotten started here doing this. The first thing is your skill saw, and keep in mind you're going to trash the skill saw because the dust is really fine and it will eat it up. So I just went down to Walmart and bought this for 28 bucks. So you're going to put a diamond blade on there. You're not going to get all the way through your brick. It's only, your brick's 3.5. This is only going to give you 2 1/4, unless you have a big fancy masonry saw, which I don't. So you're gonna get as far as you can, and the way I do this is plunge cuts, and I'm gonna show you a plunge cut. I'll start the cut like you can see here. I started it, and you go about halfway, and then come back and finish it again so it doesn't burn up the saw. And then you can see already down here that I'd worked on it here. Before we do that, these come with you can get a kit that you can take care of the inside of the wall, but because this is brick, it's almost 10 and 11 inches in total thickness. So what I did is picked up at the home center. They have this really rigid plastic, and I think it's like fiberglass or whatever, and we're going to use that to line the wall once we get the holes cut out. And you can cut this with a skill saw if you go real slow on the plastic. So that's those parts. Now I'm going to show you a plunge cut, and before I do that, I'm going to protect my eyes and ears, and for me a good pair of readers works good. So I'll go ahead and do this plunge cut. So you'll start with your blade all the way up like that, and you'll keep it loose. And then you start in at 0, and you got to watch for kickback, so you got to grab it hard. You go all the way up to the corners, go real slow on that. Once you got that done, then you can get a hammer drill and a real skinny bit, and the first row down here, it comes out really hard, but once you get the first row out and you start at the bottom and work with gravity. Also, you notice when I had the skill saw, I was working with gravity. I always went down. You don't go up, you go down. So now, because we're not all the way through that brick, I'm going to draw a series of holes in the bricks to finish it through. mortar right here to loosen the brick, but right here I've got to cut through that, so I'll punch some holes. Now some guys might just come in here with a big hammer and just start bashing this out, but I don't want to hurt all the brick around it. So I got to be really delicate when I do this. You can also use a cold chisel. I have a hammer there. And you can start just beating on this. You can also use a screwdriver. Just start working the mortar out of your hole. Once you get it loosened, gravity's going to work with you. See how it's moving already? Make one more hole right here. So just loosen it, just like a tooth. A little more and a little more. So once you get those loose, then these will start coming out. All right, so we'll finish this up, and I'll try to post some pictures of the finished product on my Facebook page. Thanks for watching.